DDG's meltdown over a $300 watch says it all. Yo, I'm not gonna hold y'all. All through my timeline yesterday, I've been seeing nothing but this damn AP Swatch Royal Pop collab. I'm just glad this is pretty much over. The resellers is gonna get whatever they gonna get, and this will all be behind us. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get to the video.
Y'all seen this? $300. Like, just seeing this make me want to sell my AP. AP, what's up, man? What's going on? I done spent $200,000 on one of y'all watches. You telling me I could have waited till 2026 and spent $300 and got the same effect? The hoes can't tell the difference.
Man, I don't know what DDG talking about, but I'm about to pack my bag and go camp out for the AP 300 month. I'm with the AP for 200K. Rainbow Race, yeah. My timeline, just like yours, has been taken over with this AP Swatch collab discourse. And to be honest with you, I'm excited that people are excited for it, but the people that are taking this perspective of, oh, we hate APs, they are pissing me off. I think that this AP watch discourse, though, is a testament to this universal pattern. People only want these expensive and hype things, not because they actually like them, but because you and I over here at the Unemployed News Network can't get up. DDG getting mad about a $300 watch is just a big recession indicator. And this entire timeline it's actually getting crazy. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Tell me down below if you're gonna be camped out at AP. Even if we gotta put together these subscriptions to get enough to pay for one, I'm willing to do it. I'm ready. And I'm getting the pink and the green one. No AKA Cosmo and Wanda type shit. Now, back into the video. AP and Swatch hinted at a collaboration between the two, and I haven't had this feeling since the Jordan 11 Concord release back in the 2010s. People are lining up, people are flexing up, and everybody is trying to get their hands on an AP. For the most part, the general consensus is this is a good thing. We're having fun, or the internet memes are flying. It's been a great time. But there's always gonna be somebody that comes and poops on the party.
The hoes can't tell the difference.
Here's my thing though, with like DDG and his feelings towards this. Now, I feel no way either way because I'm not getting one. Even if they were releasing the wristwatch, I'm not getting one anyway. But from an artistic aesthetic, I fucks with it because it's different, you know what I mean? And if you want to be that technical about it, you celebrity niggas is not running around with a bust down iPhone. Y'all using the same damn iPhone that the rest of us is using. So what difference does it make? If you got the colorful AP, it's like, okay, I know which one you got. You got that one, but you don't got this one. I paid 80 racks for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a watch club or whatever. So why can't everybody eat? I just thought that, you know, it's kind of crazy for him to be going off like that. It's like, bro, like, what's going on?
They don't know what the if this a skeleton. I tell a girl, hey, this black ceramic AP limited.
And another thing I want to throw out there, a watch is just there to tell time. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Edition, 300,000. You feel me? Come on, bro. That shit ain't right, bro. It's out here that really pay resale. I could see if I was getting my watches for retail, I'm paying resale prices. I'm getting hit on the head for an extra 20,000 to rock y'all watch.
And another thing too, I want to throw out there, right? Like, this Mickey watch that I'm wearing, I get so many compliments on it. You know, saying, oh, that's a dope watch. That's a dope watch. And I paid probably like $100-something for it, and I still get compliments on it. But at the end of the day, it's just there to tell time. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Or extra 100,000 AP skeleton. That's retail like 80 bands or something. I'm pissed. As a customer, I'm pissed. Y'all gonna make $1 billion off this. I get it. I already know.
And here goes Bumbleclot DDG of all people talking about how he's a customer. DDG, you are not a customer of AP, and you are not about to piss on our parade. You piss on our parade and tell me I'm gonna piss on yours. You're not a customer. You're the customer's customer.
DDG, listen, you're not a customer of AP. You're their customer's customer. You can be a customer of AP. How does it sound if you could go to a AP penthouse, right, in West Hollywood, and you could overlook at the skyline of, you know, Los Angeles? They bring you whatever drink you want, whatever food you want, and then they show you every AP they have, and you get to buy them at retail. How does that sound? You don't have to buy fucking code 1159 first. You need to go straight for the fucking octagonal Royal Oak ceramic if you want. Hit me up. I got the connect. I'll get you in. It's a different world. You don't have to be their customer's customer.
Now, this isn't the first time that a luxury
Yo,
brand
that's
has
funny.
collaborated with something that's on the more affordable side. And for the most part, they've come out with very, very cool things. Louis Vuitton and their Nike Air Force collab, H&M and Mason Margiela having their collaboration back in the 2014s when I was in school. And I thought I was fresh to death with that little scarf sweater on. And Adidas has paired with like Rick Owens or somebody else. This isn't something that's a new phenomenon. But what is strange is that every single time this happens, it exposes those people that have spent their last dollar or went out of their way to purchase the luxury brand simply for the fact that, hey, I can afford it and others can't. Not that they necessarily like it, but that they view these things as more of a status symbol. Now, DDG did try to clean this up, but it didn't go over so well. I'm honestly not a fan of it. He says, only niggas who collect watches understand my reasoning for frustration. My AP watch is rare and discontinued, so I have to pay resale. That's like buying a Ferrari and they collab with Honda and they make a Ferrari Civic at 30K. But my bad for pissing y'all little niggas off. Get your AP. And DDG, we will. And I'll be wearing my AP in a Ferrari Civic. It's not that big of a deal, gang. Sad as to say, there are two.
Well, nobody's really going to be rocking it because it's a swatch. I mean, a pocket watch, excuse me. So unless you out here, you know, Scrooge McDougal or something like that, you know what I mean? You ain't going to really be rocking that. There's going to be some people that buy it. And I'm sure all of the 3D printers and all of the aftermarket, like, mod characters out there, they're going to make mods for it to fit inside of a wristband to make it look like the other APs. So, yeah, it's different, I guess. I personally don't want something like that, but I mean, it's different. You know?
Many others that had the same reaction as DDG.
Is AP really doing this? Dude, you're lying, right? Are they actually doing this? Oh, they killed it. It's over. Yeah, AP, yeah, it's over. Well, I'm glad I sold all my pieces. I'm not even joking. It's over.
And rapper OT Genesis says, when the new AP drop, I'm getting one for my son. Dope time piece. But I choose not to walk around with the new G-Shock. Great business move for Audemars though, but I'm done. Niggas that wear Jordans don't wear Team Jordans. All of this messaging to me is proving it's not about...
Yo, the Team Jordan slander is crazy to me. When Team Jordan's first dropped back in 97, because I had a few pair back then, they were the shit. Now all of a sudden, nobody wants to wear Team Jordans anymore or whatever. Now, granted, I don't have a lot of Team Jordans in my collection because I think from a design perspective, I don't really like too many of their designs. But the classic ones, like, what the hell? I just don't understand niggas sometimes.
Whether I like it or dislike it. Hell, at some point, it's not even about whether the hoes like it or they don't like it. It's more so about, hey, you can't have it, and therefore I feel as if I need to have it so that I can stunt and flex on you. And I'm a stunner and a flexer all day long, but no way am I gonna shit on the average everyday person for having the ability to afford this new thing. I think that that's where they lose me in this conversation. It gets really weird. It's gone to the extreme of DDG even saying that he is willing to disassociate himself with the brand AP so much that he's going to be selling his entire AP collection.
No, you say you paid 200,000.
Yes,
Right.
for a
How
watch
many?
I have?
One.
One.
Oh, you got one watch for 200. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I bought it at resale, whoopie-doo. But I think I'm gonna get rid of it, and then I'm gonna go buy me some $400 watches. I get that. Why would I spend all this money, and everybody else gonna get the same effect?
Wait, so are they gonna look the same?
It's not going to be the same effect, DDG. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Because you're wearing, well, what costs at retail $80,000. I mean, you paid the resale price because you're not in like a watch club, but it's not going to have the same effect because people are going to know, oh, that's the, what they're going to say, oh, that's the poor man's AP. Y'all going to find some way to disassociate yourselves from that specific watch. So it's not going to affect anything. It's not going to have the same effect. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? People going to know.
Yeah,
You
that's
think,
what I heard. I heard
okay.
they
Well,
like.
I'm gonna wait too then.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chuck, I decided, but I'm selling all my real watches and all everything. I'm going to swatch on niggas. All 2026, I'm going Swatch.
Yeah, this is where DDG loses me. The fact that you are willing to ditch a brand that you supposedly like, supposedly think is cool, supposedly rock with, simply due to the fact that it's now become more affordable, especially to the people and audience that, you know, promotes you, watches you, consumes your content and all that, is really, really strange to me. It's giving, I never really liked it in the first place, but I like the validation and attention that it brought me. That's exactly what it's doing. And this whole phenomenon is doing—
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. He may have shot himself in the foot, because if there was an opportunity for him to kind of like get invited into that AP Watch Club and have like exclusivity invites, things like that, he might have ruined it with that. Cause he jumped out the gate, jumped off the porch, stoop, whatever, and was like, yeah, I'm not messing with AP no more because they did it. Like, you probably should have just kept your mouth shut and been like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Just that for a lot of the people out there who are buying APs and who are putting them on their wrists and flexing up, taking these pictures. The new AP Swatch collab is exposing all of the rich wannabe rich people that exist in this world.
This is why I can't stand you dudes on social media, because you be trying so hard to convince the world that you stunners when everybody know you ain't really cut from that cloth. AP finally drops an affordable watch and all I see is, oh, yo, they killing the brand. Yo, this is mad corny. AP ain't even worth nothing no more. Whole time, a lot of you niggas was already rocking the affordable baguette. You know, the joints that come pre-bust down with the moissanite stones? Ain't no way you thought that was real good, brother. You out here trying to convince people, yeah, brother, if I showed you the price tag, yo, it'll hurt your feelings. I'm talking about 4 zeros. Yeah, in total. That joint costs $500, you hear me? Like, I just don't understand why y'all have this complex like you really stunting on niggas. This is a real AP. This is made by the real brand. So you can be out here rocking that fake joint, the tin foil with the moissanite stones, damn near cubic zirconia. But when it comes to a real AP collab, now it's too good for you. Now you can't wear it.
Most of the people online that are crying about AP and the decision that they've made can't really afford these watches. They've either bought them second, third, or fourth hand, stole them, got them stolen from somebody that sells hot stuff, or are rocking a fake one, or have maxed out whatever credit cards, use whatever refund checks.
I'm not doing that for no
what
AP.
Was that, the stimmy? The
I'm
pandemic
sorry.
stimmy in order to buy some watches? Trust me, I 1000% know people that bought luxury watches and designer watches with that pandemic stimmy, the one where you typed in that you were a small business and got, yeah, I know people like that. Those are the people that are complaining. And the reason why—
I was also looking at some Richard Milles yesterday, and I was just like, damn, them prices was like, we talking like them joints, you could buy a house. You could take that watch and literally get enough money to buy a house, like a mansion. That's how much them joints is going for.
Is because they thought that they hit a lick or had a come up of a lifetime and were able to distance themselves from the average everyday person. But my good sir, you're a construction worker with a bust down Rolex. Everybody knew that you were closer to them. They just knew that you were faking it until you made it. But so now that that distance is being closed just by brand name, they're upset about everything that's going on. And so now you have dickheads coming to the internet saying this Swatch collaboration does not mean you own an AP. Do not be walking up to people with $30,000 watches thinking your $450 watch is equal footing. You are in the projects of watching, the public housing of timepiece wear. Clever, I get it. But buddy, I'm still gonna have it on my wrist. Me personally, I'm the type of dude that pulls up to the fancy
That's what I
restaurant.
said. I just said that. I was like, it don't matter whether or not they made that wristband AP. Y'all are gonna find a way to basically shit on it, like, or disassociate yourselves. Like, oh, you rocking the Section 8 AP. You know what I'm saying? I got the rich mansion AP. You know what I mean? So we not in the same club. Same brand, but we not in the same club. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we in the same building, but we not in the same section. I'm in the VIP section. You're over there with the rest of the scallywags or whatever. That's what it would be. You know what I'm saying?
Camry, and the bumper bent it up. But guess what, pussy? My steak is medium well, and your steak is rare. But we're both eating the same steak off the same fork, you dickhead.
You can get a plastic piece of shit for $300 and then you're gonna say it's an AP. It's nasty. I made a video yesterday about the AP Swatch collab. Obviously, I'm an AP fanboy. I have more than a few Royal Oaks. But the idea of this is, I don't like the idea of it if it is a Royal Oak and it comes on bracelet. I don't care if it's plastic. I don't care what it is. If it has a Royal Oak oak design just doesn't make sense to people who've spent hundreds, if not millions, on the brand for exclusivity of it. The whole point of it is not to flex, but you build up your profile in it and then you get more exclusive pieces. That's horological.
This is all in the name of saying that you made it. Yeah, I went out here and amassed millions of dollars, and now I got an AP, I got a Rolex, I got a Richard Mille. You know what I'm saying? Is just what all of this is about. Just to say that you made it and other niggas can't afford this. I'm telling you, a part of it is having an appreciation for timepieces, but then the other side of it is you being in a pissing contest with other niggas. Like, oh, I got something that these cats can't afford. So this will attract women. But what type of woman will that attract? Someone that's really genuinely for you or for what you can buy them? You know what I mean? Like, y'all just be setting yourselves up for failure with that one.
Logically, I'm more concerned about that. But if you can get a plastic piece of shit for $300 and then you're going to say it's an AP, it's nasty.
This TikTok shows the quiet part out loud. I don't care if it's plastic, if it has a royal oak design. It doesn't make sense to people who have spent millions on the exclusivity. You're a loser, buddy. You're genuinely speaking, you are a loser.
I guess maybe, I know I'm stopping the video a lot. I apologize, but we got to react. I guess maybe it would only be fitting if they maybe marketed this to kids. Like if this was an AP that they were marketing to like kids, I don't think people would be that much in an uproar because it would more so fit like, damn, you buying a kid a $500 watch? Then it's like, okay, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If it was that way, if it was the other way around and that marketed that way, I should say, they wouldn't be tripping.
Loser. I think those that have created real exclusivity and importance in their lives, because I think that they're attributing exclusivity to some sort of importance, aren't relying on the material things that they have. Now, I get it. I've had things and still have things to this day that may distance me from other people or whatever. And I think it's cool to wear those things and even flex about it a little bit. But the pity party that people are having about this is probably the dumbest shit in the entire world. And maybe I can't fathom it because I actually like the things that I got, but I wouldn't mind if I bought a pair of exclusive shoes and I saw somebody else out there with the exclusive shoes that I had, because I actually like this. And I think it's fire that other people can get what they like.
This is my take on the Swatch AP shit. You guys know I have a skeleton AP worth like $160,000. I'm gonna be real. This is kind of fire. At the end of the day, this is cool. It's obviously a Swatch. They're gonna make sure it's known as a Swatch. I don't even know if this is the actual design. It's cool, bro. Not everyone can get a fucking AP. Fuck it. At the end of the day, bro, it is what it is, bro. I hate this classes. We got classes of people like, oh, I got 100. You know what? Now everyone got an AP. Look at my $400 AP. Suck my dick. Fuck it. Everyone's getting an AP in this bitch. W's in the chat, bro. WAP,
Okay.
W Swatch. I'm
I feel
personally
you.
wearing my Swatch APs.
Boy, did I think I would never see the day where I was actually agreeing with Neon on a take about anything. But he's actually right here. That whole devaluing of a brand comment is stupid, and I've been seeing it run around the internet.
It's not
like this
gonna
tweet here.
devalue
This person
the
says
brand.
not to mention they were already devaluing their brand because it was becoming too accessible to a certain social class, rappers, ball players, ethnic black rich people. And we know once black people get their hands on something, it's no longer deemed as luxury. These are
Which is stupid as fuck because let's be for real, my people, we make shit move, okay? When it comes to slang and how we talk and what we wear, we give these brands that energy, if you will. Then this isn't to discredit people of other ethnic groups or anything like that, but let's keep it a beam. When it comes to fashion, when it comes to putting that shit on, we do one hell of a job at it. So we're not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like anything luxury that we touch, we give it that, you know what I'm saying? I would say, and this is no shade, and again, I'm not prejudiced or anything like that or racist, but it's almost the same in how food is made. Typically, when you come into a black household, the food has some seasoning, it has some taste, it has that pizzazz about it. And then you go to somebody else's house and it's just like, this shit tastes bland as hell. That also translates into fashion as well. Okay, you'll wear the bland looking stuff and you might have like an expensive timepiece while the rest of your fit is just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's that type of thing.
People who have no idea what they're talking about, something that they can't really afford, and just mixing and inserting themselves into the conversation. Like the owner of AP at this moment is a black man. His name is Oliver Audemars, and based off of that look, he's black. So now all of a sudden, because we've discovered that AP is owned by a black man, then it's devalued. I don't know.
I wouldn't say
this
owned.
fantasy land that the internet
the face
world
of it.
lives in is
I
crazy.
wouldn't say
but
he owns it.
sometimes I forget that everybody on like social media, especially Twitter, makes like 6 figures, and not just 100K, but like 500K. So they're experts in like all of this stuff. It's the most insane thing in the world.
You know what's killing me about like the whole AP situation? Because like usually anytime like luxury brands like drop their prices like this or create limited edition collabs, it's because they're front running recessions. Like that means like spending at the higher end is slipping, so they got to do something to adjust. But what also makes this like super smart to me is because AP, well, a lot of people don't know, like AP was they were trying to like get like patents in like Japan and I think in Switzerland and a couple other European countries. And even the US, they were trying to patent the shape of their watch, but they couldn't do it. Like they got blocked from the patent. So obviously, what would other like knockoffs per se would do is they would just flood the market with a whole bunch of watches that look like APs. So they were kind of screwed anyway. But now, because they're dropping this limited edition version, people are just going to buy it straight from AP and they're going to run up their sales numbers and not buy the fakes.
Whole time, nobody even knows why AP did this. Like people are making commentary about they're trying to devalue their brand. They're trying to do this, that, and the third. Yeah, buddy, they're trying to make sure that they can get in front of the counterfeit market before anybody else does, which I think is like one of the smartest ideas in the entire world. Now, is it an indication of a recession? But that's for another video. That doesn't matter. We're still going to be AP'd up and AP down. And arguably the funniest thing about this whole entire thing is that people are lined up and lined down these blocks in order to get an AP watch and have no clue what any of it looks like until today. Based off of what we were going off of so far, we were just like looking at AI photos of what the AP watch could look like.
It's
But
a
now that
pocket
it's
watch,
actually
people.
dropped, I think that those lines are going to clear out. It's a lanyard, gang. It looks like one of those watches that you got out of a Happy Kids meal from McDonald's. DDG literally was selling his whole collection over a lanyard, something that looks like a child's toy. That's crazy how people can do that. Like, it had nothing to do with the actual watch in and of itself, but more so the status that he thought came with it. That's insane to me. Look, I think that this happens in every single industry, and we've seen this before. It could be streetwear, it could be sneakers, it could be even education, but people feel like if there's a label attached with some sort of name recognition and notoriety, that means that they automatically should have doors open for them and that they are more successful and more important than everybody else. And it's funny because big brands know this exact same thing. This is why Elon and Mark Zuckerberg have people paying for verification check marks on social media, even if they're not creators, but just average everyday people having these verified blue check marks because it makes them feel like they're more important. And right now, this obsession with prestige is spiking at an all-time high when the economy underneath is less stable. You don't really own anything. You don't have a house. You don't have a car, any of those things. But if I can have a separator, clothes, shirts, a college degree from this big name institution, then I should have access to things that you don't have. And it's funny because the luxury industry knows that like everybody is struggling. So they're going to take the affordability route. Like we're going to make accessible luxury.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that too. I see that being a thing because right now, the way the economy is and gas being crazy, food, rent, how are any of these luxury, prestigious brands are to survive this? Because the celebrities, it's only but so many times they're going to buy watches. You feel me? But you make the bulk of your money off of the common working folks. You know what I'm saying? I seen a video about this on YouTube a few years ago. It was called Super Brands or something like that. And it was talking about how companies like Louis Vuitton, they will have this ridiculously priced product at the top of the pyramid. And then they have like their mid-tier products. Then they have like the bottom tier. They'll have a celebrity rock the high-end shit, the stuff that we can't afford. And these celebrities sometimes don't even pay for it. They will gift this stuff to them for the sake of them wearing it so that they can promote it when the paparazzis take pictures of them. Where they make the bulk of their money, the Louis Vuittons and stuff, is off of the people such as myself that work a 9 to 5 that might buy a card holder or a belt or something like that. That's how they generate revenue. So this honestly would have been a good move on AP had they made it a wristband watch, because they would have been the first to tap into that market. They would have, been on the front line and got a head start on that. Because I don't know if Rolex would do something like that. I don't know if Richard Mille would do something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it would have been cool for them to do something like that. But I guess we'll never see something like that, So all you celebrity niggas, y'all can relax, okay? That was up in arms about them making a affordable AP. It ain't happening.
Everyone. The people at the top don't have to go through all this. They don't need to utilize some sort of superficial entity and make it their whole identity. But for a certain subsection of people, this is it. This is all that they have. This is the thing that they've saved up their lives for. This is the thing that wakes them up in the morning. It's their only conversational point in any conversation. This is what they live and die for. And if that piece of luxury or status symbol no longer exists for them, then honestly, they have no clue how to live and breathe. That's why they hate this stuff.
There are some people that hate that luxury has become accessible to all sorts of classes. It's not that customer service has changed. It's not that the brand has really shifted their focus or anything like that. It's just the simple fact that they don't like them, that they're not in this like special club that is only accessible to a very tiny group of people.
You said it looked cheap? Who said it looked cheap? It's a sky driller. Or however you say it, sky driller. Got the time wrong on that bitch. Look at y'all chat through the... I got chat going through the watch. Got chat going through the sky driller right now. Chat going through the chocolate face right now. Chat going through the chocolate face right now. I got chat going through the chocolate face. That said it look cheap? Well, it ain't, nigga. Them earrings I bought, though, Ed want to buy them off of me. I'm just going to give it to him.
DDG is like proving the point time and time again. That's why I fuck with this guy. He makes the content game so easy. Within a week of saying AP's over, he is now flexing a Rolex Sky Dweller. Mind you, he